Hey, good morning. It's Read Aloud Saturday, and today I am going to be reading you a teacher book because this last week was Teacher Appreciation Week. Did you know that? So it was a time, every day is a day to thank our teachers and to be thinking about how they do their job every day so that we can become the people we want to be, as far as like what career you want to be. A teacher takes you there. So this is a series of books by Sleeping Bear Press. That's an alphabet series. You may have seen them before. There's an I for Illinois and a C is for Chicago, and this one is called T is for Teacher, a school alphabet. There's also some number books in this series, and moms and dads and teachers, it's a great series for all ages because it has a simple storyline, but then it also has some research on the side, so older students can use these books for projects or if they're trying to learn more in depth. So here we go. A begins our alphabet, the letters that we need to make the words and sentences we want to write and read. And here's that section that I was telling you about that's for older students. I'm not going to read that today, but it's there. What fills many shelves in school? They start with letter B. Of course, they're books that tell us about facts and fantasies. C is for custodian, the caretakers of schools. They buff each scratch, they paint and patch and fix with all their tools. The dictionary holds our words. It starts with letter D. Inside are definitions and a pronunciation key. That's my puppy barking. R.E. is education, the goal of school each day, to foster a desire to learn that never goes away. We find some stars and stripes in school. Our F, the flag, Old Glory. She flies unfurled, a symbol of our mighty nation's story. Gymnasium begins with G. We show up there to have PE, a class that keeps us toned and trimmed and teaches us to lose and win. H stands for history. These stories from the past are studied in our schools each year so memories will last. You might have a class called history or social studies. Illustration is a skill. In our class, you'll learn why this talent gives our eyes a treat and starts with letter I. And I hope that you are lucky enough to be in a school that still has art class, or that you have a teacher that teaches art in regular class, because it's such a fun thing to do. In science class, we find our J, a planet that is far away. It's Jupiter. This planet's got a giant storm, the Great Red Spot. So we've had history class, and now we're taking a look at science class and that planet Jupiter. Our first school year begins with K, a classroom where we find each day is full of learning, friends, and fun. Yes, kindergarten's number one. Librarians, a super L. In matchmaking, they're lending. They find great books for everyone and keep the whole school reading. There's our kindergartners. And a very important teacher in the building, the librarian. M is for mathematics class. It's like a chest of loot. Inside, we learn to problem solve, to reason and compute. When we aren't well and need some care, there's someone who is always there. This N, who hears of every ache, is our school nurse. Make no mistake. And some schools don't have a school nurse anymore, but that school secretary sometimes has to put on the nurse's hat. Many grades of school were taught together long ago inside a one-room schoolhouse, which begins our letter O. So a long time ago, everybody went to school together, all the grades, and they were in one room, and there was one teacher who taught everybody. Kind of crazy to think about, huh? Which people in our school buildings will lead us all year long? None other than the principals, the P's that make school strong. Quizzes are short tests that don't take us long to do. They show the teachers what's been learned and start with letter Q. The skills and love of reading can take us near and far. Just think of all the fun we'll have because of letter R. The glue that holds a school together starts with letter S. The secretaries and their work make staff and kids feel blessed. T is for teachers, forever sowing seeds. Their hope and prayer will always be that every child succeeds. U is for umbrellas that shield us from the rains. They're held for us by crossing guards whose service never wanes. V stands for vowels. Their friends are consonants. They have to work together so the words we read make sense. There's the crossing guard. And your vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. And sometimes Y. Writing starts with W, and it's a skill we need for clarity and fluid thoughts that others then can read. Sorry about my puppy today. She's excited about things that are going on outside. So that was W. Writing starts with W, and it's a skill we need for clarity and fluid thoughts that others then can read. In music class, we'll find our X by matching notes and tones with voices and some instruments like drums and xylophones. There's a girl writing, and there's music class. So fun. Scout, come here. You want to meet everybody? Y can be for yellow, the color of a bus that drives from home to school and back and takes good care of us. Field trips to the zoo are as fun as they can be. We'll wave at bears and stare at snakes. A perfect end. It's letter Z. There's the school bus that takes you to the zoo right there. Scout, come here. Let's meet everybody. Come here. Sit down. Okay, you want to meet my puppy Scout? That was T is for teacher, a school alphabet by Stephen Layne and Deborah Layne, and illustrated by Doris Ettlinger. Come here, Scout. Come here. Come here. Since you were barking, let's meet everybody. Sit down. This is Scout. Scout, say hi. Can you say hi? Scout, hi. Say hi, Scout. Scout is our puppy here at my house. And she is love-a-bubba. And Scout starts with the letter S, since we're doing alphabet books today. You have a great Saturday and a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.